Should I get? Okay. Okay.
We're gonna call it Where'd You Get That Tele?
Okay,
So
perfect.
just go ahead and start.
You're gonna say that?
No, I'm gonna put it in title.
Okay. Well, I got this Tele way back in April 1974, and I'd always wanted a Tele after I heard Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett, and especially Rory Gallagher, because he played his Tele with Sly. And at the time, I was sharing an amp with my older brother John, and every time so I was in one channel, he was in the other, and every time I'd kick on my big muff like a fuzz pedal, I'd cut my brother out, so his guitar's going. And he said to me, "Paul, you've already got 3 guitars. You don't need any more guitars. You get one more before you get an amp, I'm going to kick your ass." But anyway, one day, a friend of mine who always checked the want ads back then called me and he said, "Paul, I saw an ad for a Fender Pat Pend in the paper. That's all it says, Fender Pat Pend, and it's $100. I'm going to pick you up, we're going to go look at it." And I said, "Oh, great, man." I didn't have the money, but we'll go look. So we got in his little Austin Mini, and we went to this part of Ottawa called Miss Ottawa. And we pulled up to the place, and it was kind of a rundown kind of place. And it was a young guy with his wife who had the guitar for sale. And we walked in, and she said, "I've been telling him there to get rid of this guitar. You know, he's got to get a job. We don't have any money, da da da." So they opened this broom closet, and there was this cheesy snakeskin alligator case, and they put it on the kitchen table, and they opened up the case, and lo and behold, there's this beautiful, we think it's a 59, it could be a 60 Telecaster. And my friend said, "Paul, hey man, that's got to be worth a lot of money." I said, "Quiet, man, you know, quiet," right? And I didn't have the money, but I said to the guy, "Look, I'll give you $10 deposit, and I'll be back." And the guy said, "Okay, I'll hold it for you." So we went over to my other friend's place, and he was the kind of guy, it was before bank machines, he had cash. So he lent me the $90. We went and picked up the Tele. And then I brought it home, and I showed my brother. I said, "Hey, John, look what I got, man." And he goes, "Oh," when he saw that other, that other Tele. But this guitar has been with me, since the old days. It was at my first gig. It was in my punk rock band. It's really, it was just the coolest. We always called it the Red Tele. And I brought it to my first gig, and my first gig was in Deep River, Ontario. And I thought, "Oh man, this gig is going to be great. There's going to be chicks going crazy. It's just going to be a ball." So we showed up, got there a little late, and it's this redneck bar called the Elms Hotel right on the highway back in '74. And we loaded in and we started playing, and we were playing like Allman Brothers, Stones, Lou Reed, all the stuff of the day. And sometimes between songs I'd do these, these crazy noises. We heard these rednecks going, "Stop playing those crazy noises." It kind of scared them, And after the second night, the club owner came up to us and said, "Look, you guys, basically you're fired." Okay. So we loaded up our van, and we had this skinny bass player. And this one redneck guy kept on playing Band on the Run on the jukebox. It was the #1 hit of the day. Just rubbing our noses in it. And we were loading up the van, and all of a sudden, our skinny bass player touched this truck on his way out of the van, and this big redneck came up to him, and he was just about to totally do him in with a punch. His hand was the size of a football or something. Suddenly I saw this kind of biker cowboy boot come out of the truck, and it was my brother, and he destroyed the guy. So the guy falls back, his glasses are like all askew. "Where Where's that hippie with the hat? I'm gonna kill him. So all of a sudden now there's cop cars coming in. They got Larry. They got Larry. He's the head of the town council. Some hippie with a hat, destroyed him. So the cop came up to us, sorted it out, and said, "Look, you guys, I'm going to escort you out of town." 2 cop cars escorted us out of town with the sirens, just, no sound, but the lights are going. And they said, "You'll do us a favor. Don't come back to Deep River." So I got back to my house, 3 in the morning. I said, "Man, what is this music business all about?" I should have listened right then, and then the last story about the Tele, or maybe not the last, but another cool one, is I saw Muddy Waters in 1980 with John Lee Hooker, and I was backstage, and the roadie went by with Muddy's Tele, and it looked just like this one. And I said to the roadie, "Hey man, can I play Muddy's guitar?" And strangely enough, he actually let me play it. And it was, if I've ever seen a guitar that was more similar, well, Muddy's was it. I said to the guy, "This is my guitar I'm playing, And if you look at it, you can see how the Frenchman beveled it. It's not well, I guess it is a collector's item, but it's not pristine. So he basically turned it into kind of like a Strat, he beveled it. But it has beautiful swap ash. It must weigh like about 6 pounds. And that's my red Tele.